All right. What's going on, Kirst? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. We are about 10 minutes away from Raceroom's Daytona 2.4. 2 hours, 2.4 hours, which is 144 minutes, which is what? 2 hours and 24 minutes total. Should be kicking off here in about just under 10 minutes. I think the structure is there's gonna be I think 10, 15. Let's look at the facts, don't shall we? Before I start speaking. All right, let's go to the main scene. Here we go. We got a 30-minute practice, followed by 20-minute qualifying, and then 144 minutes. You might not see it because my camera right here is covering up. If you're looking if you're watching on a horizontal thingamabob. Yeah. So all put together over 3 hours in the seat. I got my trusty water. Got my nicotine. All other bodily functions have been accomplished. So I got the gloves. Yes, sir. The world is right. Everything is in place. Also, I do have an upgrade. I'm gonna disconnect this for a second. For the event, I got a Porsche, which is what I'm driving, hypercar. It's not a new steering wheel. It's just a new skin, if you will. So little quick refresh until so I don't have to spend significant amount of money for a new thing. It's a very easy way to refresh what you got. Yeah. So all good, all ready to go. And I am okay. That's a little disheartening. Server is encountering issues. Reload. All right. Please reload. Well, that's not a very good start to the thing, especially that you don't control. Son of a Betamax. Well, let me get out of it completely. We'll reattempt to boot it back up. Hopefully that fixes the issue. I think you can join in the practice anytime you want. You don't have to be there right off the rip. I think you got until qualifying really to be there, to be square, but we'll see. We are on the European server because there's more people to it. US server race is tonight at 1900, and it had at the time like 40 people, 50 people registered as specials. What? Well, that's unfortunate. 4 minutes out. I am registered. See? Come on now. Well, I'm doing good, bro. Well, I was. Now, this is not what I fucking anticipated. You spent a whole week figuring out the strategies, the learning the track, learning the pit stops and all that. And here we are. I did. They didn't do anything. It should give me here, right above where the Thrustmaster little banner is, an option to join. Oh, so annoying, dude. Yes. Oh, fuck off. All right. Let's try that again. So fucking frustrating, dude. Like I said, you spend a whole week running test runs and mock races 2.4 to see the tire wear, energy consumption, fuel consumption, figure out the approach. And here we are. Hey Jesse, how you doing, brother? Struggling with the servers currently. It won't let me in. I am registered for it. Why won't you let me in? Oh, you working? That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. They're expecting a snowmageddon down here in Virginia, which is 6 to 8 inches, so everybody's mass panicking. Oh. Well, I have what, 20 minutes to, sorry, 30 minutes to try to get into this. Low 60. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's been unusually cold here in Virginia for what it is. What do you mean no signups? Awesome. I don't think I can get in. All that for nothing. Yes, registered. Thank you. Can I get in? No, I cannot. Damn it. Well, like I said, I got 30 minutes. I'm going to keep trying. Let me look it up on my phone real quick. Is this a me problem, or I don't think it is, because I had no problems ever. Getting into these races. Okay, I can join throughout qualification, so I guess I have. I have time, but do I have the patience for it? This is fucking ridiculous. All right, buddy. Sounds good. Appreciate you for popping in, bro. It's not like you're missing anything. It's me being denied access. Well, it is the server problem. They probably have way too many people than what they anticipated, so everything's overloaded now. I wouldn't say I'm close to them, but yeah, I talk to them on Discord. All right. Here's me fucking a football. Yeah, I'm not the only one. A lot of people are bitching about it on I can't get in either, buddy. Look. Yeah, according to this, we got you can get in all the way through qualifying, really. but it's not. It's not you or me or the user. It's on their end, and I don't know why. I've been playing Raceroom for a year now, like actively, give or take. I never had this issue. Aside from when like they're known outage and they're working on something. Sorry for the flashbangs. It's me trying to do the connection. Let's get rid of everything else we don't need. Yeah, I mean, that's the top split that made that fucking work, but although I don't think it matters because on YouTube Live it's Traxion that's broadcasting. Well, Cole, they're gonna have a hell of an event with empty grid. What do you mean no fucking signups? Yeah, I think we may have been sent to Shadow Realm, my guy. I don't even in my sign up. I don't even see it in my signups anymore. It says finished. Yeah, everybody having the same problem. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I get that they're having the same issue. Well, I guess we'll keep trying, which is peak fucking entertainment for the stream right now. There you go. Welcome in, everybody. Watch Raceroom, fuck a football in 4K. No signups. Yeah, I'm in there, buddy. Look at this fucking tool. He who is not registered anymore, it's because of bad driver reputation being banned from the. My driver reputation is almost 90. You fucker. 84.8. Oh well. Well, they should. They should be getting all kinds of fucking kicks in the dick. They knew. They knew they can see how many people signed up, and there was 500 plus people. Well, you can join through qualification as well. You might not be able to set a lap, so there's like 50 minutes for them to work it out. No sign-ups specials. So it was starting at 13, 30-minute practice, which 14 minutes of it it's already gone, followed by 20-minute qualification, and then rolling into the race, which whatever the downtime in between is. But here we are. Monkey football activity. But 736 people signed up, and they can't say, if I can see it, they can see it. They can't say, like, oh, we didn't expect this much traffic. Yeah. Well, yeah, I am borderline too, but so fucking stupid. Spent a whole week preparing for this, planning, doing the trial runs, really nailing the track. Only to arrive to a fucking closed door, even though you did everything you're supposed to be doing. Fucking embarrassing. I mean, there's still no guarantees. I might get murdered turn one on a very fucking opening of the race, but I could live with that. I can't even get out of this. What's on dailies? Well, Bathurst, Group 5. Oh, look, the same fucking race. Starts in 6 minutes. Well, the viewership is going out the fucking window. Oh, look, error again. I ain't fucking much of a start, is it? Well, it's not a start at all. I've been live for, where's the timer? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I have done nothing. Fucking embarrassing, man. No, no, I didn't get in. I'm still messing with, still looking at the same thing. No, I can't see anything. I can't even. I know, right? I just moved away from that because we're staring at the error screen. Well, well, well. Well, I'm kind of hoping I can get in too, but if not, it is what it is, I suppose. I think I'm just gonna shift over to fucking Richard Burns rally or something. No. I mean, I guess I do if this one falls through, but what the guarantee is that this is gonna that it's not gonna happen on American server too. Meanwhile, you can watch me diddle my knob. It's like that dude on. This thing is fucking solid, dude. My sequential's not here yet. Should be. It was supposed to be here Tuesday, and it will go it will go like right here somewhere. So it'll be sequential, handbrake, and then H pattern. Because Richard Burns doesn't let you mix and match, drive a sequential car with the H pattern shifter and vice versa. It automatically shifts it out. Well, we are here, we are now. So while I'm still struggling with this, I mean, when the race starts, that's it. If you're not in, you're not in. Like, there's hope through qualifying. But if this falls through, which clearly I can't even get into dailies now. I think they might be rebooting the whole thing. Hey, look, even dailies don't want to load up daily races. Ah, there they are. Weeklies still working. 992 on Monza. That looks fun. But you get to this one and big old thick sausage. So I am on the official broadcast, reading the chat over there too. There's a metric Aston of people that are encountering the same issue. They can't get in. They can't. Same problem. So their broadcast. Oh. Their broadcast is officially starting, so let's see. Who do you have in it? I mean, they are covering only the top split, but
the latest Raceroom special event. Tonight is the Daytona 2.4 hours, and we welcome viewers on both the Traction YouTube channel and also Raceroom's official channel as well. Now, I should start off the broadcast by saying there's a few technical issues going on behind the scenes. There were a lot of drivers trying to join the special event tonight. In fact, we had over 800 entries with still 20 minutes to go, and we believe there's been a few teething troubles as this number of drivers have tried to enter the server. So the reason I'm starting with that is that we're still waiting for confirmation on when this event is actually going to be going ahead. But we very much hope there's going to be plenty of racing action ahead of us and in a very short space of time. But either way, I'm nice and comfortable, and I'm alongside, once again, as I was at Macau, Zach Sweeney. Welcome along, Zach. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm glad I don't have to deal with this headache of the server project. So big respect to the guys down at Raceroom for doing everything they can. Obviously, they're not going to want to crack it on for any longer than these three. They are on it. They're doing their absolute best. So I guess what we can say is thank you to the community for being to some extent quite patient. I know that's not universal by any means. But yeah, looking forward to this concept on the Daytona 2.4 for a couple of years in a row. It's been a couple of years since I've been able to do it. So yeah,
makes you wonder what are they commentating on.
Which means every sim racing is on Daytona sweating out, which means They should be quite good. Should give us some good racing. Obviously, we've got the prototypes and the GT3s this year, so let's bring it on.
There's always something special about a multi-class sports car race at Daytona in January, because of course it marks the start of the new race season. We've all had nice Christmas break. Two big events for me at the start of January. You've got the Daytona 24-hour and you've got Rally Monte Carlo for motorsport fans. And it's just fantastic that in sim racing there are so many different platforms that have official versions of Daytona, and we can go racing no matter
So
whether
dumb.
you see your console, whether you're on iRacing or of course Raceroom Racing Experience. We have seen the 2.4-hour Daytona run before on Raceroom. We saw it last year with the DPI class and the GT3 class, but since then, Zach, hypercars are now available on the platform, and that means we're going to go racing in the most modern endurance racing machinery, and that means we're essentially replicating a mini version of the Daytona 24.
Yeah, we get to do 10% of it, which is good. Actually, to be fair, it's probably slightly more than 10% because the real life one, the fog. So actually, we're doing quite a high percentage of the full race. Looking forward to this, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always good. I will be honest, I've never driven a prototype in my life. They scare me. The most I've done is a P3, and I enjoy the LP3. It's a nice balance. I'm too scared to touch the prototypes. They're way too quick. So big respect to the guys that are obviously alien quick and able to do it. Obviously, strategy is going to be a big thing over the 2.4 hours, and pure pace, the slipstream.
Oh my goodness. Well, same issue across the board. We have about, yep, same thing. Well, according to the official broadcast, yeah, probably I'm going to be live tomorrow. Probably going to be live later tonight.
As we saw once again at this year's 24. So although it is shorter, it is still very much a realistic interpretation of the race strategy to think about. What tire stops do you take? 4 new tires and a longer pit stop? Or do you try another step? What content do you for? And of course, multi-class action means we're going to have late cars traffic. We're going to have hypercars struggling to find space around GT3s. And of course, that still means, despite more room than we have, we still have potential for disaster.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when it comes to the real life Daytona, obviously we had the prototype settled by in the end like 1.5 seconds between Nasser and Aiken, I think.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The GT3s were even close to that. I think a couple of years ago, I can't remember, the P2s were like side by side across the line. Like that. It's ridiculous just how close it can be after so long into race. That's going to be absolutely no different to today. I'm almost certain. What I am a little bit upset about, not upset, I guess. I don't know, disappointed. I don't know. Is a couple of years ago we had a 30-minute MX5.
They put up a community server instead. First come, first served. I'm in.
Yeah, the two are going to be separated by not very much at all, at least what I predict. Hopefully we're going to have some variation in terms of the cars and the strategy, and it's not going to be a single make.
All right, well, we got somewhere. In the official broadcast, the race room itself has said that I guess they can't fix it, so they have made a separate like community server. Even though community server is not official, there won't be any, or maybe there will be. I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. But hey, we're fucking in. At this point, I don't really care that that I'm not that it really counts for nothing. I really don't. I just want to run the frickin' race. And I guess finally we get to do that. Let's go. Whoa. Let's go bang a few laps, warm up, get situated, and we'll go from there. I do have a feeling that this is gonna be Walmsy. If you're still here, go to community servers. There's a server there. Put up by Raceroom to make up for this. Tires are a little cold. That's probably what's not gonna happen because it's a community server. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm really just happy I'm in. Because I did put a lot of work into this, figuring it out. The setup, the strategy, the approach, the whole shebang. And I was pretty upset though, like, well, I guess I don't get to do any of it. But okay, we're in. We're in some sort of race, so track seems to be still green. I'm locking up quite a bit. Whoa! Alrighty. So far, so good. Alright, it's private qualifying. BOP is applied. Let's do that. Alright, let's try to put a lap down. Fishtail there. Lost some time over there too, but it's okay. Got 20 minutes. I'm alone on track. Seventh. 37.7. I could get into mid 36s. That dude is cracked. 34.5 with 7 kilos of BOP. Insane. But yeah, looks like a typical midfield start, like I always have. Never been the strongest qualifier in any game. Oh. Oh, fuck that football. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, falling down rapidly. Which, you know what? Screw it. In the beginning, it's in the beginning it's a mayhem anyways, so it's not a worse place to start, kinda towards the back of the grid. There's a good chance somebody's gonna clip somebody in turn one. A lot of sliding. Yep, that's not gonna work. Too sloppy. Decent improvement. 6/10. No! Touched the wall. What an idiot. But if should put me somewhere 10th. Yeah, everything's the same. See up top, qualifying 11 minutes, the green banner, the top of the screen. And then the race, rolling start, 144 minutes. Same parameters, it's just not ranked. Or maybe it is, I don't know if they have power to do that, but I got the race and I'm happy. This was a bit of a fiasco, really, but whatever. Water under the fridge, or whatever the saying goes. Too hot! Hot damn, look at that. Shaved off 40 seconds off my lap time. By switching to Geico. Oh yeah, the ice cube. You know what the like pinnacle of maturity is when you drop the ice cube right in front of the fridge, and you actually pick it up, throw it in a sink instead of just kicking it under the fridge. Sliding into oblivion. Let me check my shit real quick. All right. Yeah, that's how you know you matured. You're like, okay, I'm an adult now. I guess Walmsley's running something else. I don't see him in here. That was a decent exit. Oh, he's playing a different game. I was sloppy as hell. Yep, look at that. Lost everything I gained. Alright, I got gas for one more. Yes, sir. That's Le Mans Ultimate. He just went to a different game. Off the pace. Way off the pace. Well, everybody's in the 36s. These guys, top. Well, this guy, 34.4. So, yeah, midfield is the best I could hope for. 35s and 34s seem to be outside of my skill range. No matter what I did with the setup, with the car, with the tuning, it's just... There comes a point when you have to look, you know, in the mirror deep down and be like, yeah, it's you. Car's fine, track's fine, setup's fine. It's you driving like this that prevents you from being all you need to be, dummy. It's okay, I'm content being towards the back. 2 hours, 24 minutes is a long time. And if we bank on a couple of crashes, a couple of interferences from the GT3s. This is in a community race section, buddy. I hit the fucking wall. Talking to Walmsy. They couldn't fix the official one, so they put in the community race. And that's where I'm in right now. You still got 4 minutes if you want to give it a shot. Ah. There. I guess I got lucky. Because I was like looking at the chat when Raceroom posted it, so I just hopped right over. Alright, I got 3.5 minutes. Let me try put down an improvement. Yeah, LMU is it's a good game, but it's one of those, like, once you set it up and get used to it, then you go somewhere else and you come back, it's just like, I don't know, it's, I guess, selfish like that. Why won't you turn in? Oh, that's LMU's tire model. Until you warm up the tires, it's like you're driving on ice, man. And it takes like 3 laps to get the tire temps in. I mean, I don't know. It's not a bad sim. It's actually a good game. Like, you can tweak it in and dial it in for where it all works the way it's supposed to. But it's so fucking sweaty, dude. Alright, sounds good, bud. I'll probably run some RBR tonight. of time. Dead last. Hell yeah. Just gonna put a lap together. But I know I can be in 36 fives, so 4 fives, so we'll see. Now, the chess game begins. We're gonna go to 60. Yep. And hope for the best. Here we go. Engine map 5 is the fastest, but the highest fuel consumption and virtual energy consumption. 3 is like happy medium, so we're gonna run a 5 for like lap or 2. See if we can maybe gain some places and stuff. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna switch to 3 and just fall into a consistent pace until come pit time. First pit, everything goes well. It's just fuel and virtual energy. Second one, maybe tires, we'll see. We should be catching up with GT3s around lap 6, I think, so traffic's gonna start playing a factor there. Pretty clean start, I guess. First spinner. There's a second one. Freebies, thank you very much. All right, let's settle in. That's fucking interesting. Getting too caught up in the fighting. What a bitch. Something don't feel right. Got that guy teleporting left and right. Okay, GT3s and DTMs are gonna start becoming a problem now. A guy spun and I had nowhere to go. He ended up right in front of me. It's all right though. It doesn't seem I have any significant damage. Oh, it's steady, does it? Try to extend this stint to the max extent possible. I don't like how this guy's twitching. Pick a line! I hate those teleporting ones, man. They really, really fucking freak me out. Bad connection just puts them everywhere on track. Fucking ridiculous. Battle. Alright, we're not getting into that. Easy does it. There we go. Somebody picked up a drive-through. Another teleporter. One of the Hyper Boys is already in a pit. Patience, patience, patience. Speaking of it, should have tucked in behind him. That's 100% on me. I thought I'll be able to clear him. I wasn't. but all right. That was my bad, dude. Bad rejoin. That was on me. Lost some time there. Just drive your line, buddy. I'll find my way around. It always, like, when they're trying to help, just drive your line. If you're in GT3, drive your line. Obviously, don't defend and shit. Try to block and all that, but just stay on a line. That's the most predictable thing. And Hypercar GTP should, individual experiences may vary, but should find their way around you cleanly. Too deep. Way too deep. On a lap 20. I got virtual energy for a few more laps. Another teleporter. Right on, buddy. I'll be here. Too wide. Oski got the drive-through. Somebody else got a drive-through too, so... D. Creed pitted. 2 pitted. Alright, coming up on a pit stop. Probably 2 more laps. Fucking teleporters, dude. Like, I don't know where they're gonna show up. Ridiculous. All right, man. It be like that sometimes. No, I do have suspension damage. Oh shit, did I miss it? Fuck me, I missed it. Ah! Gave myself a drive-through penalty for no fucking reason. I looked down for a second and then missed where my pit box is. What an idiot, dude. Like, I'm my own worst enemy, I swear to God. There it is. So dumb. Whoa! What was that about? Well, I wasn't in a bad standing until I gave myself a drive-through penalty by missing a pit box. Alright, car's getting a little heavier. But that's alright, we got one more. Whoa. Let him go. Let him go. B10. Could have been a lot better. Made a mistake, missed my own pit box. So ultimately I gave myself a drive-through penalty. Golly. Rookie mistake, really. Or dumb, not even the rookie, just not paying attention. What's up, Sean? How you doing? This bus stop will be the freaking end of me, dude. I guess I need to refocus, realign. Yes, it is. Hyperclass versus GT3s, DTMs. Basically all variations of GT3. That Raceroom has to offer. We're about an hour in. I watched the highlights, Sean. Hell of a bad opening lap. It was like public lobbies in real life. That LMP taking out himself, another LMP, and a hypercar BMW, I believe it was. Then afterwards, it was all Porsche. Walmsy, Richard Burns rally treating you good? What do you say? You got your butt handed to you, but you still feel good? While you were gone, keep doing this. But while you were gone, I shot myself in the foot and essentially gave myself a drive-through penalty. Went into the pit box first time, and for some reason I thought it's gonna be further down. I missed it. So I had to pit out, do another lap on like engine mode 1. No battery, just crawling. for a pit stop where I actually received the fuel and virtual energy, so still 10th though. And there's one more stop to do, so I don't know how they're gonna manage it. Are they gonna manage it right? Was in top 5. My strategy was working until I missed a pit stop. I would have come out like 7th or 8th. But then I got discombobulated and keep missing this. The tires are not mint, but they're not bad. Yeah, it was a lot of yellow flag racing, but I guess it's expected. I mean, 24 hours, 3 different car classes. Well, 4. You got GT3 Pro and Pro-Am. But for intents and purposes, 3 different classes. Yeah, somebody's gonna make a mistake somewhere. Something's gonna happen. I am not a pro full-time sim racer. This is something I do, something I like. Compete like on the weekends and whatnot, try to partake in events, but far from full-time. I am active duty, actually. That's my primary source of income. All this is just, it's not a job, a hobby, I suppose. That's just the way the race room set it up. So I couldn't answer that for you. It was supposed to be, well, technically it is a ranked official special event, but they had a server problem, so they had to scramble and get one on a side, like hosted server. Still the same parameters. It is 3 in the afternoon where I'm at. It's United States, brother. East Coast. Oh, really? That's dope. What is it over there? Like, what's the time difference? 6 hours? Like, about 9, 10 at night? Maybe more, I don't know. Yep, 10 p.m. Yeah, it might be down south, but I think it kind of time zone aligns with Central Europe. All right. Started what, 15, 16? Now 10th. Made a mistake. Missed the pit box. So unnecessary drive-through penalty. Focus is kind of starting to slack off. I made some dumb mistakes. Probably one more pit stop. I'm gonna try to extend this stint. As much as I can, and the next pit stop I'm gonna pick up fresh rubber and some gas. I am on a PC. You can see it over my shoulder. I started on a console. Then gradually moved up to the PC because, well, when it comes to sim racing, peripheral compatibility and all that is just better, overall better. Although some console games are still entertaining, maybe they're not sims full-blown per se, they're still entertaining value. F1 regulations, I am excited. It's a change, it's a clean slate. So anything can happen, really. Any team can jump out and figure it out first, because that's what it's gonna come down to now in the beginning. Whoa! My money is actually on Aston Martin, because they got Adrian Newey. So I think Alonso and Adrian Newey will be a good pairing. Lance Stroll is a freaking traffic cone. We all know why he's there, because Daddy owns the team, and but I think Aston Martin will be up there. Big jump out. Well, engine without aero doesn't go very far. There's no use for all the power and straight line speed if you can't control it, if you can't tame it. I'm not saying it's not important, but if Newey proved anything, is that aero is even more important than the engine. But it's gonna become like expected, the battle between the Titans, the big names. The Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren. It really gonna come down to which engineering team is gonna figure it out first, and which driver is gonna click in with the terms first. Or with the car, figure it out. because I am not sure. I really don't follow Indy. Like, I'll watch it if it's on, but I'm not dead into it. Like, oval racing is not my necessarily cup of tea. Big lock up there. Well, that track's at least more than half into the race, and I got less than half allotted points, so that is a good question, and honestly, I don't think so. Maybe. But hypercars and GT3s and prototypes, that's the whole setting. That's what makes it exciting. 3 different classes, and then you're running into this guy's unlapping himself, I think. Or lapping me again, I don't know. I don't really care. But that was not a fight. Ooh. These teleporting, like, bad connection GT3s are terrifying. They start respawning all over the track, left and right, and then it's just, wow. Sean, do you sim race? Do you compete? Are you trying to start? I know you said you're from South Africa. Like, how old are you? What do you do? Tell me a little bit about you, man. Okay. The best advice I can give you, I know it's all cool and stuff when you see people with cool gear and everything, and it all costs stupendous amounts of money. But we all started somewhere. I started with the Logitech G29, PlayStation, and a $40 stand that I bought off Facebook Market. And then gradually, I guess you could say actively, I've been upgrading stuff since 2023. So everything you see didn't happen in one go. This particular game on PC is actually free now. When I say free, certain content and main engine and certain cars are free to play. If you want particular class like hypercars or newer GT GT3s. Why would you do that? Okay. Newer GT3s or DTMs, then there's different packs you can buy in-game. But unlike iRacing, this game is much, much more affordable than iRacing is. It has that going for itself, so... And they always have some sorts of sales and packages coming out that are actually great deals. And every week, excuse me, every week they pick a different premium, if you will, car and track and unlock it for everybody so you can try it. So it's not, and there's like a test drive option in the store where you don't have to commit to a purchase. You can drive the car as much as you want till you figure out whether you like it or not. I used to compete on iRacing, and it's much like Le Mans Ultimate. I'm glad you brought it up. It became too sweaty. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I like the good competition, I like the good race and everything, but those two games have become just sweaty competition. Like, it took the enjoyment out of it, honestly, for me. And plus with the cost that iRacing is charging, and on top of the cost is anybody can still sign up and do things, right? So you pay stupendous amounts of money for the content, for the tracks, for the competition and all that. And then you get taken out in turn one because any bellend can spend some money and get into the same. So I don't know. This game, I guess, way more budget friendly. I enjoy it, and when I do get torpedoed into turn one, I don't get overly really upset anymore. I mean, I get mad a little bit, but it's like, yeah, whatever. I get way more aggravated with well, those are important. Trail braking, like a lot of people put in a lot of stock into speed, whereas braking is really where you lose most of your pace. If you're not braking and exiting properly, that's why I said the straight line speed doesn't mean a whole lot. My tires are kind of shot in front. No, I don't. I usually stream Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sundays. I usually do it over the weekends, then over the year. Yeah, I'll be having a break after this, but I'll be on later, Walmsy. my butt is really sore right now, and I think my left foot is half asleep. That's why I'm also missing the braking, trying to shake it out because I have no feel on my braking leg. So yeah, but I will be back. What's the difference between us, Walmsy? 5 hours? 6? Maybe midnight-ish your time. We can send some Richard Burns rally if you want. Welcome back, Cursed. Yeah, we'll figure it out, but I guess around midnight your time, I'll be on. I'll shoot you a Discord message. We'll go rip it. Oh, really? That's dope. That is so dope, man. Also, boys, I have Sean here. He's from South Africa. He's been watching, chit-chatting. Say what's up when you get a chance. Welcome in, buddy. You gonna hit the gym? I don't know. I don't think Jim would have liked that, dude. Oh, drive-through penalty for guy behind me. P8. Net P8. Golly, I would have been doing so well if I didn't F myself on that pit stop. Ooh. Oh my god. He teleported. That's why I didn't turn. Fucking terrifying. Walmsy is pretty humble. He's actually pretty good. 59 minutes left. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Jesus Christ, my fronts don't have grip at all anymore. Shift the brake balance to the back a little. You are dumb for that. You are so dumb for that. What an idiot. Fuck, could have killed us both. Alright, we got maybe 2 more laps. I promise you, I'm not trying to fight you, buddy. I'm trying to fucking predict where this BMW is gonna teleport. What are we f***ing doing, dude? See ya, Sean. Thanks for popping in, man. What a fucking bunch of morons. Ugh. My tires are nowhere, dude. Oh, really? VR? The grand layout or the normal? Oh, we're not fucking missing it again. There it is. Nope. There it is. Yeah, with the inner circle. What do they call it? The grand course or whatever? Yeah, that intersection is absolutely... absolutely ridiculous. Alright, this should be it. This should bring us to the end. Come on now. Alright, this is it. Should be it. Yeah, I like the full course. The grand course with that inner loop, that can fuck all the way off. Just a bunch of hills and blind corners, man. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Radar showed him so late. Ah, 50's enough. Give me 60. Where are we going? Where are we going? Pick a fucking line, bro. Look. That's what you do to me when you don't. We're going to hell and back. Eh. Back part. Optional, I suppose. What the hell was that? Okay, Walms. Sounds good, brother. Well, thank you, but you're not quite helping. Fuck your track limits, Raceroom. Seriously. This is it, the final stint. The car is limping though. Got suspension damage. "39 minutes, let's go." Oh my god, dude. No! Fucking whole race, I don't do that, and now I do. God damn it. Fucking, Now the P10 is on my ass. I have no words. Stop helping. Hold your line, man. Oh my god, dude. After that hit, everything's discombobulated, man. I can't push, my suspension shit, my aero's shit. Radio. I guess P10 is not a bad result, all things considering. That guy didn't hit me. The last chick probably still be nine. Although absolutely my fault, my mistake that I allowed him to even get close to me, so. Like so. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I keep pushing. I know my suspension is damaged. Worried about energy, 41%. Welcome back, bud. How do you pass this? I guess we're gonna take P10. Gonna be tight. All that. Oh! Oh, well, some mistakes were mine, but the hits were, oh my God, the hits were, I guess I lost track after I got hit. Second time. Well, heartbreak. 15 minutes to go. Disqualified on points, but whatever. Another DNF in the books. With that, that is all she freaking wrote. Might as well get out of here. Yep. On the upside, it didn't count for nothing because it was a community server. On the downside, I just spent 2 hours and 10 minutes driving just to get disqualified. So I'll look through this again. There were some hits and the teleporting cars where it accumulated a lot more incident points than it should have. But it is what it is. Live and learn. It was a long race. Almost made it. That's what I'm saying. These endurance races are just finishing one is a big feat, let alone placing in top 10 where I was for a hot minute before. Where I was for a hot minute before I got absolutely demolished by P9, which, again, no excuses. But I let that throw me off my stride, get me all worked up and upset. Then I made more mistakes myself. Like, incident is, whether it's your fault or not, getting hit, contact is 4 points. Like I said, after I got hit there in the end by P9, Chachuk, whatever the fuck his name is, I allowed it to get my head, so I started making mistakes and accumulating small points to eventually it added up to a 60. Well, that's all, folks. I tried. I did my best. I appreciate y'all for hanging out, supporting the usual crowd. The OGs, Walmsy, Cursed Walmsy, Jesse, Cars and Coffees, Jesse, also Greg I, go give him a follow. He's mostly not racing, but pretty dope person. Cursed Gladiator also streams. He's mostly first-person shooters and stuff. He's not really into sim racing. If you want to change of pace, go give him a... He is on Twitch, primarily. Walmsy is on Twitch as well, from England, or across the pond. But that is all. That is all I have. Couldn't finish the race. 15 minutes. I think I would have taken it lighter if I just got crashed out first turn. If I got murdered right off the frickin' rip, and that's all she wrote. You're done. Bye-bye. Instead of this, you make it over 2 hours, and then the last 15 minutes, it all became just too much. But whatever. At the end of the day, it is just a game. There's going to be another one. I think whatever the next one is, they are going to have more of these events, so we'll prepare for the next one. I did have to slow down there anyway, because somewhere in the midst of things, I think I got a little over anxious and pushed the car a little bit more than I should have, because towards the end I don't think I had enough virtual energy to finish the race anyway, so I was like coasting and stuff, but whatever. Anyways, thank you all for hanging, and I will see you next time, probably tomorrow. Walmsy, if you're still here listening or doing whatever, I'll be back maybe about 2 hours. I gotta check upstairs what's going on, if wifey has anything for the masses. If not, I'll be back to do a little bit of rally, Richard Burns and all that stuff. Until then, next time, tomorrow sometime, we'll figure out something to do. Maybe go back into dailies and stuff. But you know what? Overall, I started, 15th? I was on course for 10th. First outing in a hypercar. I'm usually running GT3s, so I guess, yes, it was a DNF, but I think looking back, it wasn't a bad race. Anywho, deuces, see you all, adios, bye.